First question: how have you been treated here versus the states?
I feel like here in San Jose, people are honestly not used to seeing black people. So, especially when I'm walking on the street, they'll kind of just like stop and stare or comment to be like, oh, like La Negrita, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
boy.
Like just trying to like get my attention. I don't really think it's in a harmful way or like a mean way. They're just like surprised or shocked, not really used to seeing black people.
I've definitely been treated better here by the Costa Ricans. Just the white people that are studying here. It's not very nice, but it's life. We deal with that every day.
I mean, I've been treated a lot better here. With the culture here, they're not racist per se. I'd say there's definitely some ignorance, but I wouldn't say it's like in America where it's so intentional. I haven't been called a monkey yet, so it's a lot
What?
better.
I think I've been treated very nicely here in Costa Rica versus the states because everybody's so nice to me, and I do understand Spanish, so it isn't that hard for me to speak to my host family in a way. Are you able to find black products easily?
No.
It is not easy to find black products here.
Like you gotta like really go looking. Like there's a place I know, but I had to go looking to find it, and you kind of have to know the right people. I feel like it's kind of similar in most places, though.
Um, I think we went to Walmart. There was probably like two gels and maybe like one curl cream. They have a lot more black products in the beauty supply stores, but they're so overpriced compared to the States.
When I was coming here, I just brought all my stuff from the states to here because I didn't want to take the risk.
There were times where I had to look for like 10 different stores to get my product. I found like a good three in the central market, so they still don't have a wide variety of black products, but it's enough for my hair.
Locals like just like by default are always gonna say, "Oh, just go to Limon, just go where the black people are." So yeah.
How many black people have you seen in Costa Rica?
In San Jose, I've seen about five black people in the 2.5 months I've been here.
I think I've seen about at the school a good five.
Five? Aside from Brittany and everybody else, I've seen a good five black people here. There's a lot of black people in Limon, but I have not been there yet.
It is such a rarity, and I'm always like really excited when I'm walking down the street and I see another black person. But
For Semana Santa, we went to the Caribbean side, and there was a lot of black people. Felt like home.
I haven't seen too many. I could probably count on one hand how many other black people I've seen. Usually they're like American tourists. I wouldn't say I see a good amount, especially in San Jose. When I'm in like Limon and that area, maybe a bit more. In general, like it's not like something that's common, like not something I usually see.
As far as like San Jose, there isn't a lot of black people here. Do you feel safe here versus the States?
I think it's about the same. I just take like the same precautions, don't walk by myself at night, things like that. But overall, I think it's about the same.
I feel like in terms of racism, I feel safer here. I don't think that like I'll be picked out just for my color alone and things like that. I mean, in terms of general safety, though, I'd say I feel safer at night in the states over here for sure. But in terms of race, yeah, I'd say I feel safer here.
It's unsafe everywhere. I don't feel any less safe than I feel in the U.S.
I feel safer in the States versus here. Me walking at night here, it's not the same as walking in the States. I live in New York, so it's different. Everything is open space. There's a lot of lights, and I'm able to see where I'm going. Here is very dark. Have you experienced any microaggressions here?
So one instance that comes to mind, I was on a field trip and the ladies working at the place we were staying at was like, "Oh, there's people like you in Lamone," and she kind of like was insinuating about like my skin color, and I was just like, "Oh, okay, cool." Like I don't really know what you want me to do about that, but cool. I don't think she meant it in a mean way, but I don't know. I think it just goes back to the fact that they don't really see a lot of black people unless they're in Limon. So I think she kind of just wanted to like relate to me somehow. But yeah, I think that was like low key a microaggression.
I've definitely experienced a handful of microaggressions. I don't think they're out of malicious intent, but definitely like a good amount. Just like stupid questions like, "Oh, like you look like Shaquille O'Neal. Oh, like are you related to LeBron?" And the whole like, oh, like everyone just automatically assumes that like I'm from Limon, thinking every black person you see is from the Caribbean side of your country. I do think it's just like general ignorance. My fault. But no, I've heard stuff like, "Oh, can I touch your hair?" or like things like that. There's been certain comments made about like certain body parts and such, but like that's just that's life though. You get used to that.
Okay.
I've definitely experienced a lot of microaggression. Again, not by the Costa Ricans, but the white people that come here. The Costa Ricans are really chill here, so I've been treated really good by them. That's probably also because we don't really interact with them at school. But the white people here are just very interesting. Shots fired! They just feel very free to do things that they wouldn't do in the US, if that makes sense.
A tad bit of microaggression, especially when it comes to like my hair and stuff. Like when people compliment me, they only compliment me when my hair is straight. But when I have my braids, they be like, "Oh, it's cute, but I prefer you with your hair straight."
Okay.
Like, but that's about it.